Hey guys, I'm Sage Valentine, and I'm back here to review another episode of CBS's Big Brother, Season 20, episode number 11. So let's just get down to it, man. Last night I went to see Beck at Madison Square Garden. That's the reason why I was unable to watch the episode live. But honey, Twitter kept me updated. My phone kept vibrating as I was trying to take pictures and videos. And the first thing I saw, besides the whole Winston getting voted out thing, was Rockstar saying, "I can't believe you said that on the day of my daughter's birthday." And I'm like, she's fighting with Brett. Oh, I can't wait to watch this episode. So this entire day, Friday, July 20th, I've been waiting all day to watch episode 11. And honey, it completely and utterly delivered for me. Obviously, as I said in my previous review, I did not expect Scotty to use that veto to save either Brett or Winston because they both were his targets. Scotty's like, listen, the bro sandwich is on the block and one of them is going home. Winston thinks Scotty's an idiot. Brett said Scotty is spineless and he knows that he's going to stay. I wonder would Brett think that Scotty was spineless if Scotty didn't put him and his bromance on the block? Probably not. Caitlyn is upset still about Brett's veto speech, which I thought it was hilarious, honestly. Winston and Angela are talking. Winston thought that Brett's speech was funny. His speech pretty much drew a line in the sand for Brett, so Winston felt at that moment that he was going to stay because Brett pissed off Caitlyn, thereby pissing off Faute and probably some of the rest of the house. Angela said that she is going to do whatever he tells her to do. Meaning she's going to do what her alliance is going to do. She's not thinking for herself in this game. She's giving me flashbacks of we're going to do what the house wants that people have been doing since, what was it, season 16, season 17? Man, honestly, as a player, quite a few people on social media say they can't tell the difference between Angela and Rachel. I can because of their physical makeup. Rachel has darker hair than Angela, and her chest, I think, is a little bit bigger, and she's thinner. Angela, on the other hand, for the most part on the feeds, she really does absolutely nothing. Not that Rachel does a lot, but Angela really doesn't do much. She says to Winston she doesn't know what to say, and he has to talk with the alliance to come up with a solution. In other words, that's Angela saying, honey, you're on your own. Rachel's talking to Tyler. She's like, you know what? We have to figure out who to keep, Brett or Winston. Brett is a competitor, so it'd be a smart move to keep Brett. Why am I not surprised they're saying this? Tyler weighs the pros and cons of keeping either or. In other words, Tyler knows who he's going to pick. He's just going to act like he's on the fence about it, and he's going to see where they're going to go as far as they, meaning level 6. So Winston is seen as a liability. Brett is better in comps, and Tyler's like, listen, our alliance has to be on the same page. Bailey is talking to Faute, well, some of Faute, because I don't think Faisal was in the room. She says that she wants to make a big move. They need to make up their mind who they want to keep, Brett or Winston. Haley, Bailey, and Rockstar agree that Brett needs to go. Haley said that Brett is good at competitions and has a great social game. He sure does. He can talk you probably out of your clothes and into the Emperor's new clothes, meaning like you be walking around naked, but you think you look fantastic. That's the type of talker that Brett is. Now, Sam comes into the room with Rachel, Angela, and Casey, and she has some colored dots, and that's the way she proposes that they figure out who they're going to keep. They all agree they should keep Brett. They're all on the same page. And then we see a scene where Rockstar is on the rock wall and she kind of gets stuck. She's afraid now. Caitlyn is supposed to be the motivator, but it's Haley who motivates Rockstar to come down off that wall. But Rockstar kind of reveals to us that she hopes that by staying on that wall for so long, despite being scared, that doesn't put a target on her and make her show her cards as being a strong competitor. Tyler's sitting down or laying down in the backyard in the shade, and here comes Caitlyn to bother him because she is absolutely obsessed with him. Keep in mind, she has a boyfriend despite the fact that the boyfriend broke it off and pulled back his NDA, so she can't even say this dude's name. That's how serious it is. Well, Haley comes over and they all start talking about who they should vote to evict between Winston and Brett. Tyler says that he will vote the way that Caitlyn and Haley want him to. Yeah, right. He made his decision already. Again, Caitlyn is obsessed with Tyler. Very obsessed. Now, Tyler says that he's confused as to which side he's going to vote with. And I'm like, yeah, right. You know exactly what you're going to do. Now, Falte, along with Caitlyn, because they really don't consider her a part of that alliance anymore, decides to vote out Brett. Caitlyn boasts that Tyler agreed to vote with her, so he's on board. Again, yeah, right. Honestly, they were foolish to trust her because Tyler has pretty much shown quite a few of his cards in the past couple weeks, and quite a few members of Falte, as I've said in a previous review, have been putting two and two together, and they realize that Tyler is shaky shady. But they took Caitlyn for her word, and I'm just like, Falte, what are y'all doing? So I probably sound like a broken record in saying this, but Tyler's not confused. Tyler's not caught in the middle between anything. Tyler put himself in that position. He knows exactly what he's going to do. So as I listened to his conversation with Scotty, I just shook my head like, dude, he already made the decision that he's going to vote out Winston. He's just trying to cover all his tracks. Now, Winston is trying to appeal to Sam, but honey, she made up her mind. She's going to vote out Winston with the rest of level 6, so his words mean absolutely nothing. But Sam tells him the truth, that hiding who he is in this game is doing him a disservice. Meaning people are seeing one side of Winston. If they saw that other side, he would be the one that they're going to save. But she didn't say the second part of what I said. I'm just paraphrasing what she said. So Sam was not, again, going to save Winston. Winston was pretty much on his own. Don't believe that edit. Sam's family and friends speak highly of Sam. Her mom says that Sam has a sunny disposition. She goes with the flow and she makes good in any situation. Her father said that she's a chameleon. Her mom said that she's multifaceted. Sam is also an artist, and I believe it. Even before we saw her creating those pretty pictures on the wall, you could tell that she was very artsy because of her tattoos and the way that she dresses. And Sam's friend said that Tyler is loyal to Sam at the moment. In fact, in my notes I put friend, but that's actually her brother. My mistake. So everyone thinks that Sam is going to win Big Brother. Her friend called her a femme fatale when it's a femme fatale. Her father said that he was very happy when Sam won that power app because she was at her lowest point in that game. Sam telling Caitlyn about her power was not a good idea, and I believe that as well. I agree with her mom on that. In fact, honestly, anybody who has a power in that house telling anybody else is not a good idea. Not at all. So we get to the live eviction vote. Before Brett or Winston could be evicted, they each had to give a speech. So Winston said that it was hard to campaign against his bro, and you could tell that he was very emotional because he was going to lose his friend in this game. Brett made another funny speech, apologized to Caitlyn, and decided to throw shade at Rockstar, saying that she came to him and said that she was going to flip the votes against him and get him kicked out of the house. That never happened. No, it did not happen. See, for those of you who don't have the feeds, you need to understand that what Brett said was a strategic move, because quite a few people on his side are coming after Rockstar. So really, what that did was put a huge target on her back. Now, that may not affect her this week, this upcoming week, but she needs to be careful in the later weeks, because now Brett knows that he can get under her skin. Does that mean that what Brett said and did was right? No, but from a game standpoint, Brett is a very dangerous player, and they need to get him out as soon as they can. But let's get down to the tally of the votes. Pretty much, Rachel, Casey, Angela, JC, Tyler, and Sam voted to evict Winston. Caitlin, Rockstar, Fessy, Bailey, and Haley voted to evict Brett, and in a vote of 6-5, Winston was evicted from the Big Brother house. He hugged Brett and bounced, and before he really bounced, he ripped off the friendship bracelet that Sam made for him. He was extremely shocked. The next thing we know, we are focused back into the house, and Rockstar's going off at Brett. Not that he didn't deserve it. And Brett says, you can't even own it. There's nothing to own because that situation did not happen. And as I said before, I was at the concert and my phone was blowing up. And I'm looking at this update, and that's how I learned what happened between Brett and Rockstar. I'm like, holy crap, I can't wait to see this episode. Rockstar revealed that she hadn't talked to Brett in like 3 days. And she's really angry because he pulled this mess on her daughter's birthday. But see, the thing about Big Brother is that it seems that there are house guests who can play emotionally and strategically, and then there are house guests who are unable to balance both of them. That is not throwing shade at Rockstar. What I'm trying to say is that Brett knew that by doing this on this day, telling this lie, it would affect Rockstar, and he managed to get under her skin. Not that he did not deserve to be screamed at, but the point is he succeeded in what he wanted to do. And it was pretty foul that he did it on her birthday, her daughter's birthday. Strategically, that was wild, but emotionally, that was foul. Definitely foul. So Winston is talking to Julie Chen. He thought that the vote would be unanimous. What vote in this season has been unanimous? See, this is the type of mindset that Winston had in this house. Now I see why he got voted out. I've known for a couple days he was going to get voted out, but now I really see why he was in the position that he was in, because he really, really thought that he had it in the bag. But I had a feeling as soon as Swaggy left the house, Winston was next, even before he was nominated. But anyway, back to this conversation between Winston and Julie Chen. He said that he realized that multiple people in his alliance must have voted against him, and Julie broke the news that his entire alliance, including Sam, voted against him. She confirmed it. Remember when in season 19, when the house was about to vote somebody out, or the majority of the house, they would give that person the cold shoulder? Well, Winston experienced that from his alliance. That's how he knew he was about to be voted out. Plus, Rachel pulled Brett and Winston aside to say goodbye to them, but she seemed to focus her attention on Winston for the most part. He revealed that before he left, he threw Sam's friendship bracelet on the ground, but he refuses to say how he feels about her. He said something about his little poem that he was going to say in his speech, but he said if he had known that he was going home, he would have said or recited that poem. It had a lot of dirty laundry in it in regards to his alliance. And honestly, I kind of wish he had recited his poem because I wanted to hear the dirty laundry. He realizes that he was blindsided, but he said that despite the fact that it pissed him off that Scotty nominated him against Brett, he understood the logic. So then Julie started talking about the bromance that Winston had with Brett. They were the dynamic duo, and Winston felt that he and Brett were pulling the strings in the house. Nah, we know it's Tyler. Wait until Winston gets home and watches these episodes and sees what Tyler has been doing. If Tyler ends up in the final 2 or the final 3, he's going to have to be up against some really foul people to win, because there's going to be a lot of people that are angry at him. Winston says that Brett has the alliance in his back pocket, but he wishes that there was some sort of battle back and he could come back in the house because he wants to wreck level 6. And honestly, I kind of wish there was as well, because I want to see that. That would be epic to watch. So he gets to see some goodbye messages. Bailey said that she did not vote him out. It's not beneficial to her game. And then she did this whole like flight attendant thing where the exits are here and here. That was really cute. Scotty said he came to finish first, not third. No hard feelings. It's a game. Caitlin said that she's going to unleash in the house. You're probably saying, Sage Valentine, why are you shaking your head? Because Caitlin honestly is the reason why Winston is in this mess as it is. That's all I'm going to say on that. Besides the fact that Winston did some things with his strategy that messed him up, including allowing this bromance to be so public. But Caitlin has a lot to do with why Brett and Winston are on the block. Caitlin is a liability in the Big Brother house. But she gives us good TV because she shows her crazy a lot. And then Brett says that he's going to win the $500K for them and that their friendship was genuine. Honey, I don't call Brett and Winston a bromance. I call them a showmance. That is a love affair. No shade, but it is definitely a love affair. And the fact that Brett reacted the way that he did to himself and Winston being nominated proved that they have a serious bond that goes beyond the Big Brother house and beyond what a bromance is. Jason Hardy, they are not. If you're watching this and you don't know who Jason Hardy are from Big Brother history, Google it. Those two were a true bromance. Winston and Brett, you guys put 2 and 2 together, but that thing, honey, between those two is a showmance. So the HOH competition is called Out on a Limb, and spoiler alert, Sam is the HOH, which completely blew my mind. In fact, since week 1, these first 4 HOHs have been players who we could not gauge what their next move was going to be. They have been the wild cards of the house. I already know who Sam nominated, and honey, mind blown. But anyway, Julie Chen revealed that on Sunday they're going to show that episode where Bailey and JC had the conversation and JC said the N-word and Bailey flat out told him, no, you can't say it, but she was not angry when she said it. Really, in that conversation, Bailey was trying to ask JC if it was appropriate to refer to someone of JC's stature as a quote-unquote midget. And it's not appropriate using that word at all. But people were trying to make a debate between saying that word and the N-word and how both of those words are on the same level or something. And I was reading some of those comments and I was just like, wow. So I'm looking forward to Sunday's episode because I want to see how Big Brother resolved that situation. But go online and look up those comments because they'll make you go, what? Wow. But anyway, you all take care and thank you so much for being so patient with me. I will be back on Sunday to review episode 12. But I had fun at the concert yesterday and I had fun watching episode 11. As I said before, it delivered in a major way, and shout out to the person or people who are creating those shady taglines or shady comments. Epic. That's all I'm going to say. But you all take care. Love you guys. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye.